Okay, here's a little project I've been working on. This is a older Milwaukee 12-volt impact that I left in the rain, and it no longer works. So I was seeing if I could just take it apart and fix it, or just take it apart and see what we got. So here are the parts. There's the clamshell. Here's the motor and impact part. There's a circuit board that controls stuff. This is the forward reverse knob. Here's the switch, and here's the battery. And here's the battery connector that goes to the switch. Now, the thing was fried, and so I want to just make something else out of it. Maybe if I can make something useful out of it, that would be cool. And so what I did was I just hacked the circuit board wires close to the circuit board, and it was getting hot and smoking, so that circuit board is basically no good. I thought maybe I could hook the switch directly to the motor and get rid of the circuit board, and I can do that, and it'll make it turn, but you lose reverse. Apparently that circuit board was needed for the reverse thing. Let me get rid of the circuit board because that's junk, and I see I just hacked it off. Just hack. There's a little, this was the forward reverse switch, which was controlled by this guy, but that's junk now too, because it just doesn't work for you. So now you have a thing that will hook to a 12-volt Milwaukee battery and give you 12 volts. So see if I can demonstrate that. I just kind of trial and error figured out which wire provides you the 12 volts based on the switch, and then I flagged it there yellow so that I would remember which one it is, but hopefully you can see the voltage here. Let's see. When I do that, you get 11.33 volts. Switch off, switch on, and it uses 3 18650 lithium-ion batteries, which doesn't actually add up to 12 or 12.6 volts like a car battery does. But let's see some stuff that you can do with it. So you can connect it to the motor. And now the switch turns the motor over, makes it jump around. Okay. So that's a 12-volt motor and impact. I don't know what the heck you'd do with that if you didn't have it inside a drill motor housing thing. But here's a light. I could make this into a little flashlight. Whoops. Make sure you get your connections good here. This is a 12-volt light that's made for replacing the light in your car, the cabin light in your car. And there you go. Now I got a trigger operated light if I want. I don't really know. I think what I'll do is I want to put the thing kind of back together and just have a couple wires hanging out. Maybe wires with alligator clips on the ends of them, and then you'll have a 12-volt power source where that's trigger operated. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I put a couple butt connectors on some 14 gauge stranded wire that I had lying around. And so I'm gonna use those to connect it to the two output wires that are controlled by the switch. Don't pinch your fingers. Okay. I kind of did a dry fit of this earlier. It seems like it goes better if you leave the battery attached to the battery connection thing. You just get it kind of into the right spot there. Try and get the clamshell back on there. There we go. Something's holding it apart. This trigger doesn't want to go in real good. Let's see here. There we go. So for that wire's hanging out. And so now we'll have a .12-volt power source that is trigger operated. Okay, and now here's our 12-volt trigger operated power supply. You can see that it will light up this light, for instance. I guess it would power that motor. Let's do the motor, why not? Someday I'll think of something very interesting and cool to power it with, I guess, but not there yet. I was thinking about how one of those little ATV winches, but I don't think it has enough juice for that. There you go. Almost like new. I guess you could have a two-handed impact. It only goes in one direction. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.